Franchise consultancy, the next big opportunity. Not everyone is meant to follow the crowd. Some are born to lead, to guide, to unlock potential. Imagine a world where businesses thrive because of you, where entrepreneurs take their first step with confidence and established brands scale beyond imagination because you showed them the way. Welcome to the world of franchise consulting. A $5 trillion industry is waiting. A booming market where demand for expert consultants is soaring high. India's franchise sector alone is growing at 30% annually. Over 1 million businesses are looking to expand, and they need guides, experts, and consultants like you. Being an independent franchise consultant means more than just a title. It means empowering businesses, helping aspiring entrepreneurs start strong, supporting business owners in scaling up, enabling profitable exits for those ready to move on. With 27 years of Franchise India expertise, a global network of brands and investors, and a program designed for professionals like you, IFC is your gateway to success. This is not just a business, it's a movement, a career, a future. So, ask yourself, are you ready to be the guide, to lead, to grow? Become an independent franchise consultant. Be the guide. Grow with us. Franchise India.
Very good evening, everyone. We warmly welcome to this special business opportunity webinar. Today's webinar is live in many countries, so we warmly welcome all our domestic and international guests in this special webinar. When I say today is a special webinar, so that would mean that Franchise India is very glad to open an opportunity for professionals like you to become the partner with Franchise India. So Franchise India is a trusted advisory platform, how to start your own business platform. An independent franchise consultant is a specialist, how to start your own business specialist. That's where we are talking about. We help investors at one side, brands and other side. We matchmake. So we help investors how to take a right decision to select a right opportunity. So we help in selection. So we help investors how to select. So it's a very, very responsible, decision. Plus, we are also looking forward for welcoming our brands on board because we are helping them how to how to expand their business through franchising. It can be locally, regionally, nationally, and internationally. So these are two communities whom we work with. One side investor, one side brands. So we match make both. But it's very, very important decision for an investor how to select a right opportunity. If anyone who is coming with even 10, 20 lakh rupees also, it's highly risky at times. So then we are helping investors, guiding them, mentoring them, how to select, because there are a lot of parameters before you go into investment into any brand. So we are a trusted advisory platform, how to start your own business platform. And we are looking forward for specialists like you who become partner with Franchise India. We called as independent franchise consultant who are being trained by us because it's a process driven and we have created a methodology last 27 years that it is proven business profile, proven business model out there. And we are helping these investors who are coming with 10 lakh or it can be 10 CR or 100 CR. So we're helping them how to select a right option. So I'll further simplify. So we have three businesses. One, we call it as investment advisory. Investment advisory would mean that when any investor who is coming to us through our webinars, when we create an understanding about the lead generation, and we are doing a lot of marketing campaigns and looking forward for investors to come to us. Somewhere 35 to 40,000 investors who are every week coming to us asking for a business opportunity because they want to enter into some business opportunity, they want to select and they want to invest. Because 70% investors these days are first-time business buyers. So it's a very, very important decision for them. It's a lifetime decision for them. So they take us as an advisor. So what we do, we help them with an advisory services. So that's what investment advisory is there. So it can be any brand specific, or there are investors who are coming to us and saying that I have an investment, so I don't know where to go because these are all professionals. They must are looking forward to start a business first time. They have no capability of selecting a right opportunity. So that's where we help them. So this is investment advisory. Plus, we have also growth advisory. This is second, we call as a scale up. We help businesses, brands scale their business through franchise route. So we help them in growth. That would mean that we help them in structuring their franchise network. It can be locally, regionally, or nationally. And third, we are talking about exit planning. So would mean that we are also helping these business owners or franchise owners how to exit out of our existing business. So what we are talking about is being independent franchise consultant is more than just a title. It means empowering businesses, helping aspiring entrepreneurs, and supporting business owners and to scale their business and enabling profitable exits for those who want to exit out of the business. So over 27 years of franchise expertise, a global network of brands and investors, we at Franchise India have created a program which is designed for professionals like you. So IFC is the gateway to the success. So we are talking about a program which is independent franchise consultant. It's an independent role, and you become partner with Franchise India. And business model we are talking about is an independent franchise consultant. So we are selling thousands of businesses, thousands of franchise opportunities every year, right? So now what we are talking about is that we want to expand in different cities. Though we have already created a network in 100 plus cities today, we have over 200 independent franchise consultants already working with us. But since the consumption is growing every day, so do franchising. So when franchising is growing, we as company Franchise India, we are the only company in India, and we are world's largest franchise advisory, franchise broking, franchise solution company. So there is none outside us who have got all this investment advisory, growth advisory, and exit planning. So for this, we have over 27 years of experience. The network, which is today, is 100 plus cities in India. We are also in 19 countries also present today. So in this webinar, we will talk about three things. One is the Franchise India journey so far, what we have done in 27 years. Rather, we are using a byline that nobody in the world has selling more business than Franchise India because of our network, because of our platform, because of our distribution, which we have created over 27 years. Second, we will talk about what does franchising overall look like? So say next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, how is franchising look like in India? So we are talking about it's a $5 trillion industry. Now you can imagine how big this industry is, and it is growing. It's growing every day. Every day is growing because consumption in small cities like tier two, tier three, tier four cities also, everything is becoming branded, and people are now using branded services, branded products. That's where franchising is growing further. So we'll talk about the franchise growth in next 2, 20, 30 years, how it is looking like, and how global brands are looking for India as a market to expand their brands, to expand their business in India. So third, we will also talk about the business model today, which is independent franchise consultant model, which is independent model. So we last 2 months, 2 months before, we have also opened another opportunity, which is a firm license, which is for to become a branch partner for us in tier two cities where we don't have company owned office as of now. So these were 27 overall, but we have already 17 branches we have already covered. Now we have some 10 cities, which we'll talk about also in this, that if we get a profile who is looking forward to start a complete branch, we'll have an office, we'll have to run the office with some 4 to 5 people, employees that we'll also talk about. But we are talking about independent franchise consultant, one business model. We are talking about a firm license, which is our second model, which we're going to talk about in this webinar. So friends, thank you so much for joining in once again. Before I take the webinar over, I'll set some guidelines because in this webinar, it's a one-sided. You are not able to going to talk to us. We have a Q&A box in this webinar. I request if you have any question during the webinar, please use Q&A box and share your questions and queries in the Q&A box. We will also give you some understanding, as I said, who we are, what we have done till now, and we will also look forward at who have joined us today. There are a lot of people who have joined us. We will also ask some questions. You can also reply with some of the options out of that because we want to see who is there, what is your profile, which city. That's very, very important. Which city you have come from, you have joined us. And because we have also some cities where we are absolutely not open as of now because we are already lot of partners already in those cities. Some partners we have just opened, some cities when we are looking forward to have one partner in that city, but we will look forward to have your understanding who is there with us, what's your profile, what are you doing as of currently. If this is a suitable opportunity, we'll definitely discuss this further with each one of you. Second, I will also give you some understanding today who is there on the panel because we have a team who is coming on the panel along with me. My name is Sanjay Bhatt. I'm CEO Director of Franchise India. Along with me, I have got regional heads because we have created a support function regionally for helping our partners. So some of our leaders have also joined today. Anurag Saha, who has joined us from Kolkata office, which we have in Salt Lake Sector 5, we have our office. Akhil has joined us from corporate office Delhi. We have Kapil who has joined us from Chennai. He takes care of our Tamil Nadu. Praveen has joined us from Bangalore, and we also have joined Gram, and he has joined us from Ahmedabad. And we have also our managing director, Ms. Sonia Chaudhary. She has also joined us to take this webinar further to set the perspective and give us overall understanding about the industry, our franchise and their journey. And then we will also run a presentation to give you complete understanding about the business model. So please be there with us and make it interactive. Use Q&A box, share your thoughts, share your questions and queries, and then we'll also take your names, also your questions as well. Thank you so much for joining in. Now over to you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sanjay. And friends, a very good evening to all of you. I was just looking at the names, and I understand all of you have joined from different cities across India, and some of you are also outside India. So, if anything specific, and I request you all to make the session very interactive. Whatever you want to ask, you can put in the Q&A box. We'll be happy to answer. And it might as well also help some of our other friends who have joined in any question that you ask. So I'll extend maybe a little bit on our company. It's very, very important that you understand the overall opportunity, the industry. You understand the company, and there has to be a mutual fitment, which is very, very important for us to evaluate this partnership. So I like to say that this is a very special webinar where it is an invitation. And when I say it's an invitation, it is also through a selection process. We're looking at entrepreneurs, like-minded entrepreneurs like ourselves, to evaluate a potential partnership as both independent franchise consultants, so who will run their own individual practice in their respective cities. And second is in the form of a Franchise India firm, which is a firm partner of Franchise India, where we have currently very selective cities. And this is something that we launched about 4 months back, the very first time where somebody could run a branch of Franchise India. So we selected about 25 cities and about 16 markets we've already closed. And there are few markets where we are open to also invite our firm partners. So I like to say, friend, this is a very serious business partnership opportunity where we need your commitment of time and I would say also the cause. The cause for us is democratization of entrepreneurship. When Franchise India was founded in 1999, we realized there was a big gap in the market. And this gap was because there was a big latent need of people who wanted to start a business, but there was nobody who was advising a common man on how to start a business. And the reason is very simple. I'll tell you today, if somebody is looking to start a business, there are only three ways one can do that. One is your own startup. You can start something by yourself. Second is you buy or take over an existing running business, which is resale of business. And third is you run something which is tried and tested. And that is what is called franchising. So at Franchise India, we deal, or I would say we work on also resale businesses. So if you want to buy something already existing, already running, you can take that over. And second is franchise businesses. So I'll also like to say that in the last, I would say 35 years, the overall the landscape of business has seen a very big change. The entrepreneurship journey has come a very long way, from a lot of policy reforms that we saw in 1990s to the startup ecosystem, which has been fueled by innovation, funding, and ease of doing business. Today, what we see is more and more people who are looking up to start their entrepreneurial journey. Then has been the history of entrepreneurship. And the reason is because the entry barrier to entrepreneurship has come down due to opportunities which are available, and the ecosystem for a common man to discover a lot of businesses, not only domestic, but also global brands, and discover, evaluate, so that he can take an informed decision to start a business. So I'll also say what our company has done in these 28 years. And so these 28 years, I would say, has been extremely enriching for us. We've actually seen how the overall entrepreneur ecosystem in India has grown. So Franchise India, what we've done is we've created a strong ecosystem. When I say strong, it is also unparalleled, and everything that we have created has been centered around franchising. And this has been done extremely consciously in a very structured way. So our business today serves as a solution to everything that centers around franchising and that touches all stakeholders of franchising. So in a nutshell, it's a full stack ecosystem from education platform, or I would say, our company, which is our media company. Today, we run about 200 exhibition events, award conferences every single year. And we also do micro events, which are 15 to 20 micro events every month. So on an average, about 3 events we conduct every week, which are happening in some part of the city in India. This is largely for our investor community to reach to the companies directly, and also for these companies to reach out to the investors one-to-one. These are physical events that we conduct. We also have our website, which is franchiseindia.com, where more than 20,000 business opportunities are listed, and you will find all the top companies in India who are currently franchising would be listed on the page of Franchise India. So people can discover different opportunities. And we also run the biggest B2B application in India, which includes our 3 leading magazines, including Entrepreneur, which is a global #1 magazine in the world, with their headquartered in US. We are their partners for entire Asia Pacific. And in fact, Entrepreneur is also a magazine which is also a company. I don't know how many have read Entrepreneur or known the brand, but the ranking of Entrepreneur is taken as a very important benchmark and also a privilege by all top companies in the world, including the likes of McDonald's, KFC, Subway. So Entrepreneur ranks all these franchise brands. So we are partners with them for entire Asia Pacific. Our second business is a company where, because if we have to make a big marketplace, we also have to work with bringing a lot of new companies into franchising. The last 28 years, when we started off, there were a handful of companies then, about 300 companies overall in franchising. These years, I would say we have worked with about 20,000 brands. These are companies who had never come into franchising. So Francop, which is again a global company, American company, we acquired their rights about 20 years back. And this company has consulted all the top names which are synonymous with franchising. So brands like 7-Eleven, brands like Hershey's, brands like Hilton Hotels, McDonald's, KFC's. These are all companies, including, I would say, even Google. The first project of Google Chromebook has been delivered by Francop in India, and is the first time ever a company of that stature has taken a consulting service, and that in India, to do the first prototype of a Google Chromebook. So Francop has done a lot of these businesses which are first ever done in India. So that is a consulting outfit where a lot of new brands are brought into ecosystem. We make these companies franchise ready. And third is a very big distribution of our company, Franchise India, which operates across 97 markets in India. And a larger market penetration that we have in India is through our independent franchise consultants and also our firm partners. And outside India, we operate by a company, Fran Global. So we operate in about 19 countries. And Fran Global, in the last, I would say, 2.5 decades, has worked with more than 870 plus companies in their market entries. So we operate in 19 countries. And then we have our business of investments also, because given the expertise that we have, the knowledge that we have in the franchise industry, the last which we have actually validated learning over the last 28 years. Franchise India and Fran Global combined entities, we hold about master franchise rights of 90 global brands from more than 30 countries across the globe. So, which also makes us the only company in India with a very big portfolio of master brands, which is not just limited to a category, but it across different industries from F&B to wellness to education, skill development. So that is what, friends, we do. So as a start your own business specialist, the core foundation of Franchise India was entrepreneurship. And the initiative for us to also start the independent franchise program was to work with entrepreneurs like yourself who become partners with us, who have the skill, and also, more importantly, the intention to drive entrepreneurship. So before we go further, friends, I'll give you a brief understanding about the franchise industry at large, because it is very important for you to know, is this industry going to be relevant in the next 15, 20, 30 years or not? We've been doing this, and franchising is not new. Franchising comes with more than 100 years. It's more than a century phenomena. And it's a global success story. It is also a very big catalyst for entrepreneurship, a very powerful wealth creation entrepreneurial engine. And this is the engine that we're enforcing through the independent franchise consultant program. So the overall franchise industry today stands at over $5 trillion. So which means it contributes 5 trillion to the world economy, which means it is bigger than the even economy of India. And today, India, after America, is the second largest franchise market in the world. And it is also at a tipping point today because mature brands and franchisees are coming forward to collaborate. In India, the size of the industry is about $180 billion, and it contributes 4% to our GDP. Now, the growth in franchising in the next 10 years is going to be humongous. This will be 10x of what we have seen in the last 28 years. And so what I'm trying to say, it is not going to slow down. There are more responsible companies, entrepreneurs coming together to make this growth sustainable. Now, the reasons are following. The first and foremost reason for big growth in franchising is the consumption. And India, in spite of a lot of crisis in the past and headwinds which, the world economy has faced, the Indian economy overall, because we have a very robust consumption engine, our economy has always been resilient. Now, today we are at a 4.15 trillion consumption economy, which is also projected to be almost 6 trillion in the next 4 years. And franchising is directly proportionate to consumption, which means as the consumption would increase, so would franchising. Now, what is happening in consumption is also very, very interesting. When I say consumption, our consumption is becoming more and more organized. So, which means we are consuming more brands than we were consuming 5 years, 15 years, 20 years back. I'm sure today, top to bottom, from the eyewear brands like Lenskart, that was also one of the brands that we worked. Their first franchise store was also opened by Franchise India. To even, I would say, the booths, which are dairy booths like Amul and the brands like that. These are all companies today which are expanding through franchising. So everything that we are consuming, whether that's a product being consumed or a service like a diagnostic center or I would say a K-12 school or a preschool or a super specialty hospital or a five-star hotel, you can name a category and you will find the top companies, including the top conglomerates like Vidani's or I would say the Tatas or the Aditya Birla Group. All these companies today are using franchising as a way to expand. So it has become a cornerstone for business expansion in India. What we have also seen, especially I would say the last 6 years, there's a big corporatization of franchising, which is today happening at a very large scale. All major brands across all industries are adopting this route for a faster and a more sustainable growth. And that is a big opportunity for all of us. At Franchise India, as I speak, today we have at least 800, and this portfolio is very dynamic because every single day there is a new opportunity, a brand which is consulted and launched on our platform. So we have about close to about 800 plus exclusive contracts, which includes all the top names, a lot of startups, enterprises, unicorns that we work very closely. I think day before we launched a very big rollout of a brand, which is Adani Siemens. They're looking at a very, very aggressive franchise development, looking at about 1,000 partners in the next, this financial year. So which means the demand, the inventory that Franchise India has increases every single day. But this inventory also requires a very deep distribution, which we currently have. But because the demand is big, we need to go even beyond the locations we currently are. So that makes, the business extremely interesting. Another point I would also like to talk about is how the India, overall growth of entrepreneurship has happened. So when we started our company in 1999, the number of people who were actually seeking franchise from us, a larger quantum of these people were experienced business owners. And there were people who were either experienced in their own family businesses or they had taken a franchise business. But fast forward these, I would say, 2.5 decades, today a bigger proportion of people who are coming forward to start and run businesses are first-time entrepreneurs, which is about 60% of the overall community today are people who are starting the business for the very first time. And the reason is because the entry to start a business has come down. So India is today entering a business ownership decade, which is driven by consumer experience, expansion, and a big aspiration for people, to start their entrepreneur journey. And finally, I would talk about also the job economy of India. Now, when we look at the job economy, there's a big delta of 75%. There's a very big gap. India, even if we have to service the demand today, we are currently servicing only 25% of that, which means 75% of the demand currently is not being met. So we need a massive job creation, which is a challenge. We need to create at least 1 million job every single month. So that's a big number. And like I said, only 25% of that is service and 75% of that currently stays unserviced. So franchising comes as a very big solution as many individuals who are looking to start a business of franchising and they buy a job for themselves when they take a opportunity like this. And then comes the job creation in smaller tiers, tier 2, tier 3, where there are no job opportunities. Even if somebody wants to take a lakh or a 2 lakh job in a tier 3 city, there is no opportunity which exists. But franchising definitely can give you that opportunity. So, friends, what we'll do is we'll take you through a small presentation, and I'll also request all of you to please share your profile with us. And I see and I'll request all of you to also check the chat. We have shared with you 4 options, and I'll request all of you if you can share your profile along with your city. So if you are a working professional, you can choose P to define you. If you are running a business owner, you can select B. If you are a management consultant, you can choose MC. If you're looking to change your career, you can put C. I'll request all of you to choose what describes you best. And if you can also mention the city that you come from, I'll request all of you to please do that. And if you run any form of business or a franchise business, I'll request all of you to please go ahead and start writing. I see a lot of you have joined in. Some of you have already started to write. We'd like to take your names and also request friends again to start writing. Choose one of these 4 options. So if you're looking to, if you're a management consultant, you can write MC. If you're a business owner, B. If you're a professional, please write P. If you are a career change option, you can write C. So friends, please go ahead. I've just seen 2 of our friends go ahead and write. I'll request others also to please write and choose one of these options. It will help us know who is there on the webinar. It helps us to engage with you better. It helps us to understand the profile better because this is, like I said, only by selection. So I'll let maybe Sanjay, if you want to take up these questions, maybe we can read that out. And please mention your city. Shivaji, I'll request you've put your profile, but please mention the city also. Right.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think, yes, we have got Mr. Shivashankar writing MC. So please write your city name. So MC would mean management consultant. That's what exactly the profile fits in. So management consultants are first of our preference because that's what is the complementing business. If you are involved into any of the consulting business as of now, this would help. And then you will be also knowing what we are talking about. And consulting is all about interaction. Consulting is all about involvement. Consulting is all about knowledge. That's what exactly our business is, return on involvement and return on knowledge. Now, we are also having Mr. Manikandan. He's writing, are you are looking for branch in Chennai? Friends, so we are already having our own office in Chennai. So in top 10 cities, we're already having our offices. We are not looking any branch in these cities where we have our own office. Then Mr. Pillai is writing, he is from Chennai. He is a professional looking forward for maybe some kind of a opportunity from uh, employment to entrepreneurship. This is going to be a very big shift. If you are already a professional, if you are looking forward to start something, will definitely help. Mr. Shiva Shankar is writing road, so he is from City Road, and Mr. Manikandan is writing, he's a business owner in Chennai already. So we'll see, in case you are already having some business, you can also look forward to start if franchising can be the complementing, but very, very important, you're already into business. So if you are giving lot all the time to your business, it will be very difficult to spare some time for our business, because this is not a part-time, this is not a Saturday, Sunday business. This is going to be taking your involvement into this business. Then only you can make it productive and meaningful for both of us. So Hanif is writing, chat is not disabled, my friend. So where you are writing right now, use the same Q&A box. Here you can give us your option. Mr. Anupam Pandey is writing, yes, I can see your name. So you are channel sales professional. That's also very complimenting. If you have done channel sales, would mean you know how to do the channel sales. So that's what exactly franchising is all about. But you have to write also which city you are writing it from. So Mr. Hanif is MC, management consultant again. This is going to be same you know, profile which we are looking at, which is very, very complementing to what we are talking about in this. So others will request if you can keep on writing. We'll take your name so that it gives us understanding that who have joined from which city, which is very important. Mr. Sanjeet is writing from Coimbatore, salaried professional. Now, since you are already professional, you are already a full time, maybe working in some of the company. If you have some plans to come out of the corporate life, you want to start something your own, then we can have a discussion. Coimbatore is a very, very interesting market, and our partner is already there. But our opportunity is there that we can also have another partner in this city. So please keep on writing. Mr. Hanif is writing, is from Bahrain. So welcome guest from the Bahrain. So we are very happy to see there are a lot of people who have joined from out of India as well. So Mr. Rajiv, professional from Patna. So you're again working somewhere. If you have decided to come out, start something your own, then this can be also discussed with you. And Mr. Anupam Pandey is Bihar. Okay, welcome. Then Mr. Eastern Abu Dhabi. Okay, Mr. Rodriguez is from Abu Dhabi since 2006, having spent close to 35 years. Okay. Entrepreneur. Okay, fine. I have started a small bake and cafe. Okay, Abu Dhabi, which is taking it to the level of emerging franchise. So absolutely. So if you are looking forward for your cafe to franchise, we can also help. If you are looking to India as a market, that's also perfectly fine. If you are looking to in Abu Dhabi or in UAE markets, we may also help you, but we can discuss this because that's a different opportunity if you're looking to franchise your brand. That's our business, that's our core, that we help businesses to grow in franchising. So Mr. Shahid is writing, he's a looking for career change. He's from Mumbai. Be on a break, okay? Startup venture express. Okay, great. Thank you so much for joining in. So others also can keep on writing. We can take it. Your names also. But in the meantime, we'll give you full understanding about this business opportunity with a presentation. So please stay back with us till 6 o'clock. So we'll give you complete understanding. In the meantime, please keep on writing in the Q&A box. Okay, so yes. So now my first slide is saying what is franchising. As we discussed, franchising it's a $5 trillion industry today. What we consume is coming from franchise company. So then sector-wise, if we talk about all sectors today, right from the technology-based companies to EV segment to healthcare to food and beverages, there are all the categories now are looking to get into franchising because franchising is becoming the viable business model to expand your business, in different cities. Today, you see EV segment also, EV two-wheelers. A lot of companies are in this category, are also looking forward to enter new markets because they have consumer everywhere. When you have a consumer, so you need to go and open a showroom, open a store, open an outlet over there so that people will come and buy. So you have a consumer, but your presence is not there. So you need to have presence, nearby, where they can buy a product or that would mean that you cannot go for any opportunity which is company owned, maybe right now in terms of investments, because that is little difficult for every brand to invest from their own pocket, and franchising is giving you an edge to open, stores, outlets in different cities where you are looking forward for a local ownership, local partner who will bring in capital, will bring in real estate and also ownership. That's very, very important. And today, if you see healthcare businesses, there are so many categories for the subcategories which are open in healthcare. It has gone to a level wherein you are giving healthcare service at home for elderly people who are not able to go outside. You can take service at home. Pathology labs, you can see it's coming at home. Courier services coming at home. Even in metros, you will see gardener or any repair work, which is cleaning work, is happening at home, maid coming at home, is also coming from a franchise company. Pet care is also now evolving. A lot of companies into pet care also now they are opening up franchises because you need to have a daycare service also and spa and food and products also which are using for the pets. So you will see not only it is limited to education or any kind of a beauty or salon or any kind of a retail or fashion category or food which is say restaurants and this thing, it has gone to a different level now. That's wherein franchising has created an understanding wherein it is opening up in different categories also, and different concepts are involved now evolved into franchising as well. So when we say you join Franchise India, so how we are going to start? So we have a tablet. So we will talk about tablet. What is tablet is we provide you technology. We give you a CRM where we put all the database in your CRM, and you will also use Franchise India domain email ID. That's the first thing what we provide. Second, we'll also give you access because you are independent. You don't have to use your office. You don't have to, buy an office for an independent opportunity. So you can use our offices and do this business from there. And you have full access to our offices. When we say firm model, so there we are opening a branch which is going to be operated and run by our partner. So independent franchise consultant can use our office and need not to buy an office or rent out the office. B stands for brands. When you come for training, we have 3 days every month training happening in our corporate office, which is the first time face-to-face training, which is in our corporate office. So there we will have all the brand list ready for you. We'll also create a brand portfolio for each one of you who is going to select it, who is going to come to our training, and sorry, I hope I'm visible. I'm audible.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
It's
Yes,
audible.
sir.
Sorry.
Now audible, sir.
So these brands are all available for our partners who are coming to our training program, but we will also help you to build a brand because everyone who is coming to our training and coming on board is unique, having a different kind of a background, different kind of profiling. So it also create a brand profile for you so that you are comfortable of driving those brands and working on those brands. Since it's a complete franchise, India have got this so around 800, 900 brands ready. You can also sell any of these brands depending on the requirement, depending on the investor who is coming to us for getting a opportunity and investment with us. Then we are talking about leads. When we say L for lead would mean that investor leads who are looking to start a business. So that you don't have to do anything, you don't have to pay anything. It's all done by Franchise India. We do a lot of webinars, online shows, offline shows, which are our backbone, and that's where 15 to 20 events every month. So leads is not a constant. So we get 35 to 40,000 every week. These investors who are reaching out to us. Plus, we have also brand onboarded where we have a contract with them. So we also run a campaign every month. It's around 1 CR investment, which we do every month for marketing and lead generation. So these leads, which are brand-centered leads, which are which who have applied for the brand which we have will be given. So leads, you have no investment in leads, no money you have to invest for lead generation. So E stands for events, which we discuss 15, 20 events every month. These are all accessible for our partners. So you can travel, you can go and visit and be part of every event. There is no geographically restriction. You can visit and you can be part of. So our leaders are also visiting all these shows to help and support our partners. T stands for training. So it's an in-depth training which we have created. So you will come 3 days training program, which is this month. We have 18th, 19th, and 20th of July. It's our corporate office. First time, 3 days training, which will be given by our side. Rest are every day training is happening online. Then we give you complete understanding about products, brands. We also have 3 days, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, 8 o'clock in the morning, wherein we are also coming on the online meeting. All our IFC partners, all our these business partners are coming on online. Then we also discuss a lot of product line also, our brands also. Then there are a lot of understanding on other things also. If there is any contest, there's any incentive which we launch, will be also discussed in the morning, and also more of the brands and the products, how we are working with investors, how we work with brands, and how we do matchmaking. That's all discussed in the morning meeting, which is as a refresher. Because when we do 3 days training first time, so sometimes you are not getting complete understanding, and then refreshers are happening. So we do complete refresher trainings on each product and each brand as well. So what is our structure for our IFC program? So when you join us, you become an IFC, independent franchise consultant. That's the entry point. And next year, you will become IFC elite. So first year, you are IFC. And next year, you are becoming IFC elite member, wherein you hit only 15 lakh rupees total revenue in 1 year. Total revenue 1 year. So we have a high ticket value deals, what we do. In one deal, you can also get 15, 20 lakh rupees, but we are talking about in one complete year, minimum criteria is 50 lakh rupees. Why? Because we want you to be involved, because this business is involving business. So when you are involved into this business, so it is in 1 month also you can get complete understanding on this, but eligibility for becoming IFC elite is next year. So first year you will become IFC member, and next year you become IFC elite member. So this is going to be change your payout structure as well, because first year you are our 40% shareholder, and next year we become 50-50. Now, best part is in our 50% or in our 60%, all the investments is done from our side. So you have no investment in 40%, no investment even if you are 50% partner with us. Lead generation to brands, to training, to sport, events, to all the expenses is done by Franchise India. You have no expenses, no investment in these two areas. So if we talk about product wise, as we discussed earlier, we have two communities. I'll simplify it for everyone. We have two communities. We have one investors, we have brands on other side. So what we do, we match make. So for investors, when we service, we are getting a right match, right business opportunity for our investor. So there, we always take care of the experience, the region, the market where he is or she is coming from, and also the investment bracket. It's also very, very important because we have to match accordingly. So when we do a servicing, we also are servicing brands. We are also servicing investors. That's what our business is. But at Franchise India, what we believe, we do not work for free because we are consultants. Our product is time. So when we give time to investors, we need to make sure that this investor is serious, and that's how we onboard the investor. When we work with the brands, we don't work free, we onboard the brands. So we onboard both. So when we onboard both would mean we charge some fee. So there's a fee for investors, which we call as an investor acquisition. So investors who are coming to us, they need our service, they need our help, and they need our advisory. Since we all are involved into this business and our product is time, when we give time to someone, we should make sure that he is serious or she is serious when we are putting our time to every investor. So we onboard the investor first. That's first part. Onboarding investor would mean investor acquisition, which is depending, the fees is depending on the investment range. which can be under 20 lakh rupees. It can be 20 to 50 lakh, 50 lakh to 1 CR, 1 CR to 3 CR, and then obviously the bigger ticket value investors who are serial entrepreneurs looking for bigger ticket value businesses can be 3 CR and above. Accordingly, our onboarding fees is also defined. So it is 30,000 rupees to start with, which is at under 20 lakh rupees, where it goes up to 5 lakh rupees also our fee, which is onboarding fees. So that is wherein we see the seriousness, and we are making him or her accountable, and we are also becoming. So this is a small investment when we are taking the investor on board. It starts with 30,000, and it is also depending on the investment. So if we say lowest category, which is under 20 lakh rupees, investors are coming to us. We have 3,000 rupees as an investment, which is a onboarding fees. And then go to the BD. BD means business development, which is brand on board. So when we work with brands, we don't work free because we have to get brands ready for franchise. As we discussed about Frankop, Frankop is world's largest consulting company. They put their time, they get their business model ready, documentation ready, agreement ready, financials ready. There's a 45 to 60 days work, but Frankop would put in. That's when we have also a fee for a brand to onboard. Then after that, we also have next 12 months marketing. It can be 2 years also, it can be 3 years also. Depending on the requirements, we have also brand onboarding fee. So that starts with 8.5 lakh rupees, which is a starting point. It goes up to say 75 lakh rupees as well, depending on the brand and the expansion plans and their rollout plans, plus what category we are talking about and what stage brand is at. If it's just a newborn startup scratch level brand, so startups, we are also helping supporting them. So we start with as low as 8.5 lakh. Now this is when we are talking about investor on board and brand on board. So here for investor onboarding, you get 40% on each investor, what you are getting the revenue from the investors onboarding. But when we do a brand onboarding, you have 20% of the onboarding fees, because here you have only given us a reference. If you come across with some business, they are looking to expand, they are looking to franchising, and you have to just connect with us with that reference, you get 20% of this brand onboarding fees. Now, if we charge 40 lakh rupees for onboarding, you get 20% of 40 lakh. If we get 8.5 lakh, you get 20% of 8.5 lakh. Now, it is not restricted to one reference or two references. It can be as many as you want us to do meetings. You can arrange only joint meetings. The rest we will follow. We'll do the meeting. We'll send the proposal. We'll have the complete follow-ups to get the payments and closures done. And then after that, services will start from our Francop and marketing team as well. Now, coming back to service, we have to service both. When we service the investor, we call it as investor servicing fee, which is IS. Investor. I stands for investor, S means service, and B stands for brand, S stands for service. So for investor service and brand service, there is another fee which we charge from the investor side also and brand side also. As per the investor side is concerned, so we have also mentioned in the form, which is when we signed an form for the investor onboarding, it's also mentioned that at what stage, at what investment bracket, what is my service fees, but largely it is 4% of the investment what investor is doing. So he is doing, say, 50 lakh rupees a total investment for a project. We charge 4% of that as an investor service fees. He is talking about 1 CR, we charge 4% of that 1 CR as our investor service fees from one transaction if we do with the investor. Other side, from the brand side, from brand service fees, it is being decided at the time of brand onboarding. When we onboard a brand, there's a documentation which we create, and there's an agreement which we sign, contract we sign with the brand. So brand service fees is also being mentioned that time also in the agreement. It can be as low as 1.5 lakh rupees to say it goes up to 50 lakh also, depending on the what kind of opportunity we are talking about. So that is also mentioned in the agreement. So it's also fixed. So every partner of ours, when you work for a brand, when you service a brand, we know exactly what we are going to get out of this. Then we have every category with us. IFC partner can choose the category wise, brand wise also, plus will also help you to create brand portfolio, because investors demand can come in any category. So we create your portfolio wherein every category is there, Plus, all the 800, 900 brands are also available for you to sell to the investor. Wherein we can get a demand. So we do a lot of events on spot. We have got a lot of demand coming to us. And if brand is not that time with us, we are also reaching out to that brand and getting brand on board. And we also have international brands. And just to share with all of you, when we started this company, which was in 1998 exactly, we discussed about the second company, Fran Global, which is global brands they work with. And Friend Global is a market entry for global brands, and it's an international arm of our business. So they get international brands in India. So the first of the international brands was Subway when we got them in India by Friend Global in 1998. Now we have also created our own brand portfolio. We have 90 global brands today which we got in India. Some are on the demand basis because people are well traveled today. Somebody has asked us that, do you have this brand? We start research and we get that brand in India. And we have also invested in 90 global brands today in India. So we are master franchise of 90 global brands in India. It's a very, very big brand portfolio which we have. And if any partner would want to work only on the international brands, they're also in multiple categories. And these brands are from Canada to US to UK to Thailand to Malaysia to we have got from Australia also in different categories. These brands are available with us. So you can also work on domestic brands in any category. Say, for example, if I give an example, let's say jewelry brand. We have top level brand today, which is from Aditya Birla, Indriya. So it's a 50 CR to 60 CR. We are exclusively opening franchises for Indriya as a brand. So if some professional who is coming to us, joining us, who want to have those kind of brands, these are all available for you. Plus, Tribhuvan Das Bhim is a very, which is TBZ. Most of you must have heard this again into 40 CR to 45 CR category is also there with us. Kalyan to all other diamond brands to lab grown diamonds are also gold brands, silver brands. This is one category I'm talking about. Even we have also a in this category, which is a fashion jewelry, which can be around 20, 25 lakh rupees opportunity. It goes up to say 60 CR to 70 CR and so. So that's where we have created a brand portfolio. Similarly, you can go to healthcare. Similarly, you can go to fashion, retail, footwear to any kind of a opportunity your investor is looking at, we can get that, provided brand is offering franchise. Otherwise, we are 100% sure that for every investor, if there is any demand, that's why we make the first registration from the investor side so that we are putting our time and it is being put in the right direction. That we know the investor is there, is willing to take this franchise. That's why we go and start researching and then we get that brand. It can be Indian brand, it can be international brand. That's how we work like. So then your share is on 40% on investor onboarding fees, investor servicing fees, in brand servicing fees. So you have 40%. Then brand onboarding, you have 20% in both cases because your reference is there. Here it will go to 40 to 50. Leads, it's a minimum. We give 50 leads minimum to every partner, which is every month, which is guaranteed. But as I said, uh, we have 35 to 40,000 investors leads which are coming to us every week. So we are giving 300 leads also, 200 leads also if someone is involved. And lead is absolutely not a challenge in our business because we want a working hand. We want someone to be involved into this business because our business model is return on involvement and return on intelligence. Intelligence would mean your knowledge. So we give you complete training on the products and the brands every day. So we launch every day new opportunity. That's what we are inviting our partners to be part of that brand training. And when you are getting training and you are helping investors how to select a right opportunity for our investors. So this is a structure for independent franchise consultant. So before I go to the next slide, I can see I have Chairman Sir, Mr. Gaurav Maria also joined. Request sir, if you want to add anything here, so then we can go for the firm model opportunity as well, sir.
Sure. Thank you, Sanjay. And my apologies, friends, to join late. This is something which is very important for us. I'm personally involved in selection of our partners who would join us as independent franchise consultant. But because of my travel and I had some overlap of meetings, so I was not able to join on time. But I was while Sanjay was speaking, I was looking at all the comments which came in. It's looks like very good profile of people have joined in. Some of you have joined in from overseas locations. I was seeing somebody joining from Bahrain and things like. So we have big focus. We are in 19 countries, and we have very big focus on international markets because we represent a lot of global brands. So today in our portfolio, we have 150 American, Canadian, European, a lot of Asian, even Middle Eastern brands which we represent. So if you become partner with us in any of these markets, you start representing all these brands through us. And as Sanjay was explaining, leads is something which we are strong focused. We are the only company which does 200 franchise shows in different parts of the world. I just concluded a show in Egypt, but India we have weekly shows. Every week we have a show, and so it gets an opportunity for all our consultant partners that they are part of these shows. They get validated leads and they work with them. But I will put while Sanjay has given the full presentation, and I can see Sonia also, she must have given you all the background of this business model. But I will leave you with one very clear thought. From an opportunity viewpoint, this is a fabulous opportunity to be part of an industry which is a $5 trillion. So it is a large industry and it gives you an opportunity to not only be part of that industry, but partner with a company which is the world's largest and most experienced franchise organization. But consulting is a special business. Consulting is all about you having that kind of passion to help others. And if you feel that that's something which you possess and you want to invest into a knowledge business, you want to constantly build your knowledge up and also educate your clients, then this is the right business for you. And this also requires a lot of time. Like I give my own example, I practice myself as an independent franchise consultant. I run this corporation which has 1,200 employees. But 25 days I have to be on travel. In meeting clients, sometimes it tires you out, but that's something very, very special. Rather, the meeting I was attending was one of our IFC partners who specially flew from Pune to do a meeting with me in Bangalore. And that's the meeting I was actually attending that. And it was so important to me for two reasons. One, the client has specially come to meet me and I have to spend time with him. And more importantly, it was brought by one of our IFC partners who made an effort to come specially fly down from Pune to attend this. And this is what we do for a living. So we meet our clients, we understand their problem areas. Three things which we do, I'm sure they have given you background. One, help anyone who's looking to start an active business. If you're looking to start an active business, we are the only platform available. You want to start a franchise, you want to buy a running business, or you want to invest into a running business. Anything which you want to do in active business, we are the platform. Second, we help businesses scale. We help businesses scale through franchising. And it can be a startup, it can be a mid-sized company, or it can be a large multinational corporation. And third, we also help people to exit the business. So we have a full exercise of exit planning. So this is a very powerful idea. With all these three market leader solutions which we have, it becomes a very, very interesting and a very powerful idea. So friends, think over it. I'm sure our colleagues would be in touch with you. Next 3 days while I'm traveling. So if you are anybody is from Chennai, can meet me tomorrow in Chennai. Anybody in Hyderabad, I'm day after in Hyderabad. And then I'm Sunday, I'm doing in Delhi. So if you are around this, we can set up a call. We can have a detailed discussion. But before that, I think our teams would go through your profile. And if it fits with what we do, then they will set up a meeting with me, a short meeting where you can understand where we're coming from. And I will like to personally know you well before we get into any form of partnership. So this is what I wanted to share. My apologies once again to join late. This is, as I said, is very important for me. But today for my other appointment, it got delayed. So over to you, Sanjay, for your comments and any last comments from Sonia.
Thank you so much, sir. This, I have got two slides for firm partnership model. I'll take it. So, friends, as we discussed, there's another opportunity with us. We are very, very selective in this. We have 10 cities which are available as of now, wherein we are looking forward to set up a franchise in the office. It can be through a partner. We call it as a firm model, and this is wherein you open an office, which can be a 500 square feet office, 4 to 5 members in that office. It will be run through a partner. So we are becoming a 50% revenue share on the business that we are going to do, revenue which we'll be doing. And there will be a brand onboarding. As I said, there's a reference only from the partner, so it will remain as 20%. And in your city, when we appoint, you appoint a IFC partner under your firm, because independent franchise consultants do not have their office. So they are directly working with us. So in your firm, under your firm, in your branch, any IFC partner who will use your office, you will also get 25% of that IFC license fees. And if IFC partner, when he is doing business or she is doing business, we have to pay 40%. As you know, it's a IFC partnership. Your percentage, which is payout, is 40% goes to IFC, but there's a 10% which will go to a branch partner. License is 3 years per 3 years. So our license fees for firm partner will be 20 to 25 lakh rupees, because there are some cities which are A grade cities. So there's a 25 lakh rupees. B grade cities, there will be 20 lakh rupees in this. So what we have to do is we will do 4 businesses under firm that will be franchise in their office when you open. So what we said, we are deal making company. So we work investors, we work with brands, we do transactions. This is the first business under your branch, which is franchise in their office when you open. Second is we'll build IFC model under the firm. So there will be IFC partners will be in your city, which will be under the firm. Third is CBB, which is certified business broker. As we discussed that we have a resale business also. So this is a resale business. So certified business brokers are selling resale businesses which are on sale. So this is another vertical, another company of ours. But under firm, this is also a business model. Fourth, Business X Realty, which is commercial and retail leasing, wherein every brand, every deal we do, every transaction we do, there's a retail, commercial, and real estate which is required. Now, under the firm model, we are also giving you the credit for this commercial licensing, wherein we are talking about providing real estate solution to the investor when somebody is looking forward to find a real estate in your city. So if you are doing that, so there will be a percentage or payout to our firm partners. That's also within your city. So then we have license fees for an IFC partnership, which is 7.5 lakh rupees for an independent IFC partner. It's the first time and only one time license fees to become partner with Franchise India. So when you take a license, it has a 3 year of validity. 3 years, there is no other investment from our IFC partners. So all the investments further will be all done by us. We help you how to do this business, how to interact with investors, do the joint meetings, get the meetings done for brand and the investor also. All the transactions we are involved. And as Chairman Sir was saying that he is traveling today, he's in Bangalore. So doing only the meetings for our partners. So when IFC partner program, which we are now talking about every city, so he's also traveling every city. We are also all leaders are traveling to every city, wherein we help our partners to do these joint meetings and help you to get the business done. So that's wherein the complete program has been built around. And in this, we are only and only talking about your involvement. So when you put in time, we help to do this business also. And then there are a lot of other incentives also, which are cash incentives. Plus there is annually we are doing 4 international trips contests also for our partners that we help you to qualify. And that's helping you to get payouts also. That's helping you to get international contest qualification as well. That's a program, and we'll definitely have a one-on-one meeting discussion with each one of you. Then we'll take this further. And before we sign off for today, I'll request if Sonerji want to add anything, comments also from her side.
Thank you so much, Sanjay and friends. In fact, we all look forward to speaking to. I was just going through. I was trying to answer some of your questions that you had asked. We would love to speak to some of you, and also maybe as a round, because this is a very important partnership for us. So it is very important we know very thoroughly whom we are partnering with. And equally, like I said, this has to be a mutual fitment of the overall, I would say, the purpose, the time that you bring in, so that we have more clarity. I'll request all of you to reach out. If you need more information, we'll be happy to discuss with you one-to-one. Thank you once again, and have a great evening ahead.
Thank you so much.